I'm Midnight Beauty and welcome to another video. I'm going to show you how to make a fall festive jar. Like this. This is my first jar. Yours will most likely turn out better because you all are probably better and more craftier than I am. So you're going to need fall color paint, like browns, other kind of brown, yellow, a darker yellow, red. So those are some colors that you might want to use. Squeegee thingies, like little plungers. Tile to put your paint on. A whatever this is called. What are these called? I don't know. Do you guys know? Stencil or stencils? No, those are those pencils that smell, right? I don't know. If you know, tell me please. I need the help. And glass, you'll need a jar or glass jar. It won't work, or it could work with plastic, but pretty sure you need a glass jar. Or you could use this, something like this. I'll do a few on this and then show you the jar. I'll do some in the jar and show you this glass thing. I don't really know how well this is going to turn out because look at my hat. So that's what you're gonna need. And let's get to this thing. So I'm going to pick one color. I'm gonna start with brown. This brown actually kind of looks black. I'm gonna put it on the plate thing or tile or whatever you're using. And then I'm going to start with the jar. You're gonna turn it on its side. Make sure it's not going anywhere very easily. You're going to pick a side of this thing and you're going to lay it on. I suggest starting with the bottom. You're going to hold it with 2 fingers like so. You're going to grab one of your Ouija thingies or squishy things or your plungers or however you want to refer to them. And just start going like this with it. You want to be careful not to get it everywhere. See? And voila, you have your first one. Then if you get some, it's no big deal. Just use your finger and just try to wipe it off. If it's not perfect, don't be sad about that. No one's really going to care if it's really perfect because you're doing it and it's the thought that counts. Make sure there's no paint on the back because if it is, going to smudge and create those lines that most people don't want. You're going to make sure you don't touch your other one and squeeze some more or put some more on, making sure you're not touching that, and do it again like so. Ta-da! And you have another leaf. That's what they're called. Sorry for that buzzing. My friend decided to text me while filming, even though they know I'm filming. They're wonderful. And then you can, oh my gosh, I don't know why I put that down. You can pick a, blow on it. You really don't have to blow on it. You just gotta give it some time to dry, so then you don't ruin them. So this is why I have 2 crafts going at once. So I'm going to do that, but with this. And this is very rolly, so I'm gonna have to depend on my strength of awesomeness. So I'm just gonna dab some more, like so, and just keep going. And using one of these squeezy thingy-mabobbers, plungers as I like to reference them. It's really nice because then it gives you that like look. I don't like know exactly what that look is, but it gives you a cool festive look. And so I assume your paint is almost dry. Mine is, so I'm gonna try to salvage as much as I can. And just, this will probably be the last one I can do with the paint. You just do it as fast or as slow as you can. And then you get those. And yeah, my paint's dry. So I assume that the paint on my other jar is almost dry, which, as you can tell, it's not. So blow on it if you want. You don't have to. And then set it back down because it's not dry and you don't want to ruin it. And with this, it's bigger. So I'm gonna put that up there. And I'm going to pick a different color. Now I'm going to use whatever this color is. And I'm going to put it on my palette. Now it's okay if it mixes. It just gives it a different effect, which can be cool. It usually is cool. And then you can just... I'm going to pick a different stencil. Actually, no, I'm going to do one more. Or a few more of these. So I'm just gonna dab it on like I did with the other ones and just press it on there like so. Ta-da! And see how there's some lines? You just gotta use your fingers and wipe it off. Ta-da! Isn't it pretty? Pretty big, okay. And you just keep repeating that, and you can use different like objects. You don't have to stick with just that one. You can be like, oh no man, I'm going to be outrageous and use this one, and you just squeegee or whatever this thing, you press it and you just go around like that. Voila. Ta-da! And so if you keep going around like that, your jar will end up looking like the one I showed you in the beginning. So keep doing that. Okay, this is dry almost. So I'm going to do a different leaf. And then keep going. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Just keep dabbing, just keep dabbing. See? Now, you don't have to do it with fall. I just thought, hey, it's fall time. Why not have some fall decorations in my room? So that's how I chose to decorate my room for the fall. It's with some cute little fall decor. Okay? You can usually get like 3 little stunt or 3 dabs or 3 whatever out of this with the paint, just as little paint as I've been putting on my palette. Boop. You just wipe out the extra. See? That's how that goes. You gotta wait for that to dry. So I'm gonna set that back over and work on this a little more. I'm gonna choose a different color. I'm gonna use this color, yellow orchid, it says. Or I'm saying that wrong, and I'm sorry if you guys actually know how to say that. And I just murdered that name. Dabby 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 dab 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 dab. Oh, and that one just turned out not so well. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's still gonna end up looking cool because it has that shape of a leaf. You just gotta know which ones to use and which ones to not. And now we know not to use this one right here because it doesn't turn out very well. So you just use different ones, and that's okay.
Ta-da! Just gotta wipe that extra off. Now that those dry, I'm gonna put some more paint. And now this is the fun part. You can blend them. So I'm gonna use this color. I just dropped the cap. Yay me, I'm so amazing. I just dropped the cap. Okay, then you gotta screw the cap on properly, which for some reason I can't do. Then I'm gonna use some red. So I'm gonna have some red leaves. It kind of looks orange. But trust me, the outcome is pretty awesome. Now, that's cool. I'm gonna work over here and do one. And it's cool if it overlaps. I can't talk. I'm sorry. Just gotta dab that on there. I'm gonna use this leaf right there. And then dab it.
Ta-da! And then you gotta wipe that off somewhat, which doesn't always work, but you gotta. It's not gonna really show too badly. Now, if you don't want to accidentally create that, like I just did, don't overlap. I didn't wait, or I don't have thick enough lines for my stencils that it's going to go over. See how there's stuff going on the back? Just gotta wipe that off with your hands or a tissue. It's okay if your hands look like that, because it's not gonna matter that much. Make sure you get all this stuff off so you can continue. You can flip this over and keep working.
Just keep working, just keep working.
Now, if your jar has this, you can't really do anything because it's gonna look a little weird. I'm gonna show you that it's going to look a little weird. Now, if your sides are wet because you're impatient like I am, you just gotta turn it up on its side, and you gotta be careful when doing this. It's a lot harder, but I'm sure you all can do this. Just gonna dab it like this. See? But you gotta go a little slower, and you gotta be a little more careful. See? It doesn't look as good because it has this line, or like this logo on it. So you just gotta ignore that side. You can do a few on the top, so then it doesn't look as weird. So I'm gonna do that just to show you. So see how it's more difficult? This looks like a blob, I know. See, it doesn't really work that well standing up. Therefore, you have to be really careful and really talented. If you can do it standing up, I'd like to see it, please send me a picture or a comment saying you did it. And I believe you. I believe you 100%. So I'm going to try one more time to do it standing up. If you're doing it standing up, you can't be afraid to get your hands dirty, I guess. Doesn't look that good, I know. I'm horrible. So that is what your jar may or may not look like. I'd like to see y'all's, because I'm sure it's fabulous. I'm going to keep doing some, and I would love to see your guys' finished ones. Let's see. Have a nice day. Have a nice day, guys. I'll see you guys later, okay? Have a nice day, and remember, be yourself, because yourself is the only self you'll be. That didn't make sense, but oh well. We're cool kids like that. We don't need to be making sense every day, all the time.